Hi, this is George LeMieux, Chairman of the Board of the Gunster Law Firm, and it's my privilege to welcome you back to Gunster's View from the Top. Today, I have the unique honor of interviewing my friend and a really great South Floridian, Andrew Koenig, who is the CEO of City Furniture. Andrew, thanks for joining us.
Happy to be here, George. Thanks for having me.
So you have a great company, and I would like, just for those, because we have folks all over the state who are watching this, for those who may not know City Furniture, or may not know the great Florida story, tell us a little bit about how your uncle and your father founded the company.
So my uncle and father, natural entrepreneurs, also a couple of hippies, early 70s, decided to go in the waterbed business and open up a little store here in Fort Lauderdale, probably 500-600 square feet. They built the beds, sold the beds, delivered the beds, and now we grew into the home furnishings retail category in 1994 to City Furniture. We started as Waterbed City, and since then, 1994, we're now South Florida's #1 furniture retailer, and we're expanding into Orlando and Tampa right now, and trying to keep that growth going.
And you started with the company, I believe, back in 2006. Right there, taking deliveries and working your way up the company. Talk a little bit about your journey to becoming CEO.
Yeah, I always knew that I needed to learn the business, and started in the receiving department in the warehouse. Did all the jobs and operations. Grew up the ladder, over time, team leader, supervisor, and so forth. Worked in other departments as well throughout that career, and I just love the business. I'm very fortunate. My father's a phenomenal mentor, and I might have only been working for 17 full-time years, but essentially we've been talking furniture and waterbeds since I was a baby. But I always, started from the bottom and try to earn the respect of all of our associates along the way. And I'm in a fortunate position to be CEO now and give my father, who's chairman, a little bit more time off, which he deserves after 50 years.
He does. He's still trying to sell me a waterbed, but yes, he does.
We all have them, by the way. We all still have them. I got one in my guest room, and I still believe it is the best bed to sleep on. There's a few of us out there.
There you go. I had an opportunity to visit your facility in Tamarack, and your dad showed me around to, this was years ago, and about how you had adopted the lean system for your intake and delivery. And I know you were a big part of that. Can you talk a little bit about the lean system and how City Furniture uses that?
Sure. The story is about 2003. I was lucky to read a book called The Machine That Changed the World. It talks a lot about Toyota and their philosophy on lean. And during my spring break, I spent about a week over there in Japan. I told Keith, I was like, Keith, you got to send me to Japan. I want to go learn from Toyota. And absolutely came back like a lean zealot, a nut, a nerd. I read every book after that. The reason why is just fell in love with the culture of continuous improvement, getting everybody involved to improve the business, and you name it. So 2006, 2007, after 3 or 4 years of battling with my father to go down this route, it wasn't until the recession was looming that he was like, okay, what's this lean thing again? He always read the books. He was always great learning from me. But we went all in on our lean journey in 2007. And since then, 15 years later, I'd say, safety's down, incidents are down 60, 70%. Workers' comp costs are down 60, 70%. Quality improvements like cut in half or more. Pre-COVID, we were 96% customer satisfaction. We're still working to get back. We've seen tremendous sales growth, more profitability, and most importantly, we've really reduced a lot of our turnover in a lot of our departments, especially our operations department, because we're getting more people involved. We're more people first. And Toyota, really, people see the lean continuous improvement process side, but they don't really see is the people side that they're really good at. And my father, he's a great people first guy, but a lot of lean thinking puts a lot more process thinking towards creating a good people first culture. You can't just say it, right? You got to have great processes, efficient processes that people are really involved in improving. So, the results have been tremendous, and Keith has been my #1 supporter advocate on this journey, and you know, we're both figuring it out. You know, Toyota has been doing this for 70 years. We've been doing it for 17, 15, something like that, and we're just in the beginning. But our fast forward where we are now, our entire culture really is, I'm really proud, like really focused on improving. Like, I don't care if you're the janitor, you're the admin team, you're the HR team, everybody's trying to get better at their craft, and that's what makes City so special.
Well, it's something that you can see and feel when you deal with the City Furniture teammates. Uh, in terms of lean and then also delivery of your products all throughout Florida, this has been a challenging time for people in your business with the supply chain issues. And a lot of the folks that we talk to on Gunster's View from the Top are dealing with various supply chain issues. Tell us what it's like for you in the furniture business.
Yeah, so we credit our lean thinking, which now we call City Furniture Operating System, CFOS, to getting us through the pandemic. We were able to flex down, furlough people, but never had one layoff, get everybody back to work, you know, still pay them well. We actually grew 20% in the year of the pandemic. So we credit the systems and processes to be able to handle that volatility in business where everything shut down and then everything turned back on and everybody's at home and everybody wants furniture more than, you know, more than ever. And then this past year in 2021, we grew about 45%. And you really can't have great systems and capability to grow that fast with big bulky furniture if you don't know how to scale, and great processes, onboarding, training development, you name it. I mean, that's 45% new hires, selling furniture, delivering furniture, answering
Amazing.
customer calls. Yeah, it was a tremendous year. So I credit a lot of that, you know, original work of building, you know, what, you know, we're trying to strive to build the perfect business, right, that can handle whatever's thrown at us. And financially, you know, thank God, you know, we've been, you know, running our business very efficiently. It also allows you to have some dough to, you know, expand. So we bought more real estate we've ever had during COVID, and that only further propels our growth. So a lot of the philosophy and system improvements we made over the years, you know, past 10 years, have really helped out during COVID, in that our supply chain team was able to see the trends that people were going to buy furniture as they were home earlier. So we were one of the very and only furniture retailers I'm aware of on a massive scale that never turned off our supply chain. So we kept ordering. We kept ordering, and I remember our suppliers being like, "Are you sure you want this? Like, are you really sure? Isn't America like collapsing right now?" You know, and we're like, "No, keep it flowing." And because we saw that data, because we could forecast, because we're entrepreneurial, because we have good financials, we were able to make those good bets, never turn off our supply chain. Therefore, we've always had the most amount of inventory in the state here, which has allowed us to grow substantially last year. A lot of our sales associates made the most money there made last year, delivery drivers too. So last year was a great year. It was a tough year because the growth was so crazy, but it was a really good financially successful year as well. So we're excited for the future too. And I tell our head of supply chain and the entire team, they definitely win Department of the Year, 100%.
And you must have really seen the change of people working from home and spending more time at home and wanting to build out their home offices. I'm sure that's something that you had to pivot to make sure that you could fulfill that demand.
Enormously. Yeah, we bought a lot more home office products than you can imagine, and we're still buying more home office products because we don't see this trend changing. You know, we don't see it adjusting that. I mean, you know, a lot of companies will go back, but there will be a lot more hybrids or work from home folks than we've ever had pre-pandemic. So yeah.
And what a great thing for Florida, right? Where people can work in New York but live in Florida and work remotely. So that's
We
more
love it.
customers, right?
Go Florida. And I say that all the time to our associate. I'm literally outside of one of our showrooms right now, and I was just saying, bet on Florida. You're in the right state, in the right country, you know, and we see a lot of growth. We're real excited for the future. Thanks to Florida.
Well, let me finish with that in terms of, I know that you're growing your physical footprint around Florida. You're in Orlando now. You mentioned Tampa. Tell us where City Furniture is going to next.
Yeah, we've started our expansion into Orlando a few years ago. Now we're going all in on Tampa. We're building a 1.2 million square foot facility over there in Plant City, a little east of downtown Tampa, and got a lot of showrooms all around Tampa. Tampa markets, as you know, is just absolutely on fire. Great place to live, great people, and you know, our goal always as a business, my uncle always said, we're not trying to be the biggest, we're just trying to be the best. So we're going to enter the market and really make sure, get that customer sat to 95 plus, strive for 100, and then take it one market at a time. So, but all eyes are and focus is on Tampa right now. We're real excited.
Well, Andrew, thank you so much for your leadership. I know you employ thousands of people in the state. It makes a big difference. And it's great to see a Florida grown company doing so well. So thank you for your leadership.
You too, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being on Gunster's View from the Top.